Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am going to show you how I snatch my eyebrows. So you saw on Instagram that I recently posted a picture of me from a little while ago, and it just kind of showed the differences between how my eyebrows have changed. And I think I'm finally happy with my routine for my eyebrows. So if you would like to see how I snatch my eyebrows, then just keep watching. So this is not how I do my eyebrows on a day-to-day basis, just because it would be way too much work and it would take way too long. But when I want my eyebrows to be like really snatched and just really looking good, so basically for every Instagram picture, this is what I do. So obviously you're going to start off with a spoolie, and you're going to want to spoolie through your eyebrows just to make sure they're all going in the general direction that you want them to go. So my eyebrow, as you can see, is very, very arched, which a lot of people really don't like, but I am able to kind of fix it with products. And as you can also see, I have really long eyebrows and I don't like to cut them, so I just kind of like push them in the direction that they need to go. After I spoolie through my eyebrows, I like to use this Sigma brow wax. I do have really curly eyebrows, and as you saw, I have really long eyebrows, so I like to just kind of put them into place and basically just push them down as far as they possibly will go so they stick to my face, or else they're just gonna be everywhere, and then in like pictures you'll like see them like all up and stuff. So yeah, I really like this stuff. It's just really easy to work with, and it just pushes your eyebrow down really, really nice like that. And then I'll go back in with my spoolie and I will kind of comb through them, making sure that they're all kind of in the general direction that I want them again. And then I'll go back in with the wax and make sure they're all sitting in place. Alright, and then once I have them basically pushed down flat on my face, I will start going in with my products. The first product that I have been loving is my Benefit Ka-Brow. This is the number 4, so it is fairly dark. As you can see, it looks like this. It is fairly dark, and when I mean fairly, it's pretty dark. But I like to just use a very, very little bit of this, and then I'm going to mix it with my Dip Brow Pomade in the color Soft Brown, and I'm just going to mix it into the lid right here. So I'll mix both of those colors together, and then I will just kind of push them in the lid just to make sure that they are nicely blended together, and then I will start the outlining of the tail of my brow. So I like to kind of start at the arch, and I'm not going to be able to do this while talking. So I like to start at the arch and kind of fill in this area. Like that, just because there's not many brow hairs there, and then I will make the line of how I want the tail of my brow to go. So I used to draw it going down, and now I like it going more outwards, like that. And I do have some brow hairs here that you're gonna kind of see right here, but once we do it with like concealer and stuff, you won't be able to see them, and I don't want to cut them because I don't always like a brow like this. So for my like everyday, I use like a powder and just like do my normal brow, like how my brows are. But like on Instagram and like YouTube and stuff, when I want them to look really, really good, I will overdraw it going out here and not following my normal brow shape. And then I will just start slowly filling in that outer part, following that same direction that the lower brow is, because you don't want it to go at like a different angle. And then I will finish that top part like that. So I just have like the outline of my brow done now, and then I will kind of feather in this outer part. And putting on the brow wax really, really helps, because it keeps those brow hairs down and in place, so the lines look super, super crisp. And I'm like not even close to my mirror right now, but since the brow hairs are down, it's super simple to get a nice crisp line. And I'm just going to slowly fill it in. And if you make any mistakes, it's not that big of a deal, because we're going to go in with concealer anyways. So like that. And I try not to spoolie too much, just because I don't want to disrupt the wax underneath. I just kind of use my brush to kind of spoolie through. So you can see here, there's already a huge difference between this brow and this brow, just from the shape of the overall brow. So moving on to the front of the brow, I make sure I wash my brush off, and then I will only be going in with the Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown, just because I don't want it to be too harsh in that frontal part fronter part. So I don't want it to be too harsh in that front part. And I also do not go fill in all of this stuff up here. So the next thing that I like to do is draw a line going from the front to where we connected it right here, just so we have some nice definition right here. So I'm going to start in the very front, and I do like to overline it a little bit in the front. So just like that. I just like to line it like that. And then whatever's left of my brush, I will kind of run through the entire brow just so everything is nice and seamlessly blended together. And then make sure this line up here is nice as well. Once I have that done, I will slowly and very easily run my spoolie through my eyebrow, not trying to pick up any of the brow hairs that we laid down flat, but I'm just very lightly brushing through them. And then I'll go in with another clean brush and just keep kind of wiping it off. And instead of adding more color to this top part, I'm just going to start to flick this line up that we put here and just kind of try to blend that line up into our brows. Alright, so now that I have the overall shape, I like to go in with concealer. I do something after the concealer too, but I like to go in with the concealer and with a flat brush. This is the Sigma Flat Definer E15, and this is the Anastasia Concealer in 1. And I'm just going to use this to clean up all of the edges of my brows because some of them look a little cray-cray right now. So I'm just taking a very little bit, and I'm just going to underline the brow. And then I like to do the top part with concealer as well, just because it does get a little bit uncrisp there. And then I like to keep that concealer there and just sit for a second, and then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia medium brown brow powder. I know you're probably thinking this is so many products, this must take her forever, but this is why I said I don't do this every day. Like, I don't do this when I'm going to school. I only do this when I'm doing Instagram or when I'm doing YouTube, which is why I usually don't have me doing my eyebrows in my videos because it just takes so long. So I'm going to take this darker shade and just put it on my brush. This is the Anastasia number 12 brush, I think. The number has rubbed off. I'll take the darker color and I'm just going to very carefully put it on the brow. And I like to put this on the brow because we did put so many liquids, kind of liquidy products on the brow. I like to put this on to just kind of make it look a little bit more natural, because having all of these really liquidy kind of like goopy products, I just feel like it makes it look unnatural. So I feel like powder makes it look a little bit more natural, and it kind of gives you more of a crisp line. So I'm just going to go in with the powder and kind of set all of this that we just did. So I only use this dark brown powder for the tail of the brow. And then I will use the lighter side in this same compact and do the kind of front part of my brow just to give it a little bit more definition, but I don't want it to be too harsh. So wherever I didn't put that dark powder. And then I'm going to go in with that concealer brush again and just kind of clean up these edges. Alright, and then once you have all of those steps, you are done with your gorgeous brow. So as you can see, I do extend it out to here. Normally it would go down right here, but I like to extend it going out. I just feel like it opens up my face. If I had time to do this every day, I totally would, because I love my brows like this, and it just kind of makes it look more fleeky. So you can see here the difference that this truly makes. So here is the one brow, just normal with nothing on it. And then here is the other brow. It just gives so much more oomph. So I'm going to do the other brow and I'm going to be right back. Alright, so I have both of my eyebrows done. Right now it might look a little crazy just because I have no eye makeup on or like lashes or anything, but I love how they look. I just love how perfect they look and super, super snatched. So thank you so much for watching. I love all of you so, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.